The information provided by the speakers and presenters on the Anti-War broadcast platform is for general informational and entertainment purposes only. Information does not represent the broadcast network and all entities involved. All information is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, express or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of this information. Hurt feelings is not defamation.
JV team for life.
Oh, yeah.
So nice you get it twice, because why we're here is Memorial Day, and even Lewis can't keep us down. There are men and women right now out working. There are men and women who joined the military at 17, 18, and didn't come back. There are people that we support all the way. Happy Dad happens to be one of them, because they support the president, they support the United States of America, and they support you guys. So we are here today for the veterans. We are pro-fucking merit, anti-DEI. We are the Anti-Hero broadcast. This time the sound is on, so let's go. Here we go!
Oh.
All right, Lewis, now that the sound is on and we're ready to go.
We went up my nose a little bit.
That's all right.
Oh, we got a hell of a show, though.
Yeah, we do have a hell of a show.
If you are barbecuing, put us on the Bluetooth. If you are chilling at work, put us on the car stereo. And what we're going to do today is great idea by the 99%. One person in particular is if you have someone that you want to honor that was killed in action overseas, we are going to put their picture up and name their name. Everything will stop. Every topic will stop. Everything will be postponed until we get every single name that's requested and picture that's requested. We already have some that are in. So that being said, let's have a good show. I need to get my laptop.
Bring it over to me, Lewis. All right. So as Tyler said, we're here today to honor those. So anytime a super chat comes in, anytime anybody sends anything, you can DM it, or you can email it to copvilleog@gmail.com if you're poor and you have an Android. If you have sophisticated technology and you have an iPhone, you can just iMessage to copvilleog@gmail.com. Anybody you want to honor, anybody you want to bring a highlight to that gave the ultimate sacrifice for us, then that's where you can send it. So
we're also in looking for a new producer. If anybody knows anybody.
He didn't even know who Stone Cold Steve Austin was. So we
I got a call at 101-102 from my wife, and that's either somebody is in dire
or there's no
an emergency or something's going on with the broadcast. And as soon as I looked down and saw my wife calling as I had beer up my nose, I look over, I see Mike's muted, and I'm like, oh man, such a good intro.
It was good. We can add the sound. I actually have it recorded. I wonder if we can dub it in.
Yeah, I can do it. I can do anything, dude.
Hold on.
All right.
Oh man.
Logging into StreamYard now.
All right.
There's Happy Dad everywhere. Oh, let me turn this down. We got some super chats. Cody H wishing y'all a meaningful Memorial Day from a northern neighbor. Thanks, Cody. Pride Assassin for the boys. Rest easy, fella. Amen, bro. What else?
Is there more?
No, that's it for super chats for now.
Go here.
Jay says no sound. We fixed that issue.
Yeah. It was a really cool intro. We got to drink twice, though. That's the most I've drank since the cruise ship.
No, it's not.
It is. I haven't drank since the cruise, dude. I got a buzz.
So let me put this ticker up while, like I said, if you guys know anybody that that you want to memorialize right now, now's the time to do it. Let's talk. Let's do that. Let's get into an old clip that we have, an old news segment that we have been neglecting. Is this the fired for a Charlie Kirk post?
Yes.
A Florida biologist wins a
And this one-
$485,000 settlement.
This one's going to be interesting in my world, probably soon, I would suspect. So let's talk about that. Now, first by saying I don't advocate, I'm a huge fan of Charlie Kirk. I don't advocate for any violence against him, any like talking out about him. I don't. But I do advocate for freedom of speech and the ability to call out admin and hold people accountable, which is a huge part of our platform or at all of us. That's what we preach, right? So let's get past what was said and what was shared, and let's talk about what happened. Florida will pay nearly $500,000 to a biologist to settle a free speech lawsuit as she was canned from the state job for social media posts criticizing Charlie Kirk after he was shot to death. It's the latest payout over similar cases that for firings around the country in the wake of conservative activist killings. So again, don't like it, right? Don't like what she said. Not a fan of what she said. The problem is as we're sitting here for Memorial Day, where men and women have laid down the ultimate sacrifice for this country. Part of this country is founded on the fact that we have the Constitution, we have the freedom of speech. Can't incite riots, can't incite violence, can't incite all those things. But when somebody says, "Hey, I don't like Charlie Kirk," she shared a post. She was fired from her job for sharing that post. Ultimately, a state agency trying to suppress free speech, if you guys can imagine that, ultimately awarded her job back and then got a settlement for $500,000. It's very important that we understand that. What we're founded on is that we can disagree. Now, let's not go crazy. We shouldn't have we shouldn't have Somalian daycares taking up $10 billion. We shouldn't have people inciting violence. But if you don't agree, just like we bring the commie on, a commie, not the commie, a commie on, we peacefully listen to everybody's arguments and we disagree and we have debates. We shouldn't be fired for free speech. We shouldn't be fired for speaking our mind. If Tyler decides to go on a rant right now and say something that I disagree with, let him go on the rant, and then I counter it with some type of argument. He may say some things I don't agree with. I happen to be sitting here. I disagree. We'll talk about it. I may remain silent. I may not say anything. I don't have to. But when your freedom of speech is suppressed, it's a problem. And in this case, Florida, a government agency, which Florida is one of the worst in the nation. When everybody loves Florida, but you have no ability to say anything, speak out. Everybody's scared to speak out. So in this case, she shared a post. Nobody liked it. It's her personal account. She's off duty, and she gets $500,000. So the takeaway from this, kids, is you have the right to say what you want, and nobody has the right to suppress your speech. And you should not be should not have to do that. That's why men and women die, to give you that freedom. That's all I got to say about that.
James Dela Cruz says, "Happy Memorial Day, $10. Thank you to all who serve, pay the ultimate sacrifice, and also to the fallen men and women's families who's still standing strong, pushing forward. Love y'all. Aloha."
Have our first person to memorialize if you're ready.
Yep, let's do it.
All right, let me get the text up so I don't get it wrong. I have the picture ready. So here we go. This is the gentleman's picture. This is PFC Dwayne Covert Jr., 104th Transportation, 13 Charlie Sierra Bravo, out of Fort Benning, Georgia, deployed to Iraq and stationed at COB Spectre on July 4th, 2007, died from an unexploded ordnance on base November 3rd, 2007. So to everybody who knows him, his family, and to him, thank you for your service and for protecting our country. God bless you, PFC Dwayne A. Covert Jr.
Man, he had Purple Heart, National Defense. Yep, he had all the good ribbons.
Iraqi campaign, global war on terrorism,
man,
overseas service.
Young
kid gone. And that's why we're here. So why we're here.
What's the phone number that people can text?
If you want to text in, 772-217-5453, 772-217-5453.
Hold on, wait, you went so fast.
772-217-5453. That'll get you here to me. Otherwise, if you have an iPhone, copvilleog@gmail.com will text straight to my laptop. So, yeah, it's been got the happy dads here, man. It took me forever to find it, but I got it. We're here. the other thing, like to piggyback off free speech, is the same kind of goes with you guys. Like, we appreciate you guys speaking up, entertaining guests you may not like, letting those guests get their information out, and you know, that's what it's about. We can disagree, we can argue, we can have a debate, but if we stop doing that and we don't speak up, then we are just no better than any communist suppressed country. So that's why we have to do what we do and why we have to speak up.
Well, let's talk about good and bad of free speech. Now, I have seen that Putin and Russia it's been an ongoing thing for almost a year. Believe it or not, Russia they have weird things like that equate to somewhat of an assembly. Like, it's not just Putin that makes these, but it is without a doubt. It's kind of like a sheriff that, quote unquote, they have a union, stuff, but that ultimately Putin has the final say. But banning satanic worship in Russia, and it kind of reminds me of like exactly what you're talking about. There's so many cons that come to a free country, aka people can go and literally worship Satan himself as a free speech. And as much as a devout Christian I am, and I think that's awful, and what that does to society, it is freedom of religion. But that being said, we have laws for a reason. We don't let 12-year-olds go drink.
No,
right? We have an age.
Yeah.
And so, I guess, there's cons to what they're doing too. They're Russian police are raiding metal concerts. Obviously, traditionally, heavy metal has always been kind of like the devil and stuff. And, some bands are satanic. I won't listen to them. A lot of bands on the radio are satanic, as in like they believe in the art and the freedom, and we're allowed to do this. And Satan was a representation of artistic what do you call that, appreciation and freedom, and he's the ultimate thing of freedom. And that being said, there's some bands like Ozzy and Slayer who just use it for the imagery. The singer for Slayer is a devout Catholic. Ozzy he was Christian before he passed. So there's cons, and which kind of makes me ask, like, who's the bad guy? You got Putin, who is banning Satanism in his country. He is doing what's best for his country in the last going on 15 years, starting with Crimea. So, 12 years. And now we got the whole Ukraine thing. So you got Putin, who's banning Satanism, banning all the transgender bullshit that our country's putting up with. And he's doing geographically what's best for the people of Russia. And then you got Ukraine, and you got Zelensky. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Who's in bed with the Biden administration, has no leadership experience whatsoever before he was president, and is very pro all that fucking transgender bullshit. And at the end of the day, we all know, holy shit, we were duped during that Ukraine thing. Everybody was free Ukraine and Russia bad, and now everybody starts to realize, like, maybe we jumped the gun on that one a little bit. We're gonna stay out of it now.
Zelensky's a Jew, right? He's the first president. But some of the arguments are,
it's just an argument.
Just
what I
read,
man.
Like big into transgenderism, big into that kind of stuff. But let's go a step further, because I do a lot of research. What was everybody's answer? We're just going to leave America, right? We're going to go somewhere in other countries. Other countries are better. America sucked. America sucked. I watched a Subaru American female. That'd be a lesbian. Her and her partner hated America. They're going to move to Canada, right? They're going to bail. We're out of here. And she made an updated reel. Oh, you know what? You can't have healthcare in Canada until you're there for over 6 months.
Oh.
Do you know you can't rent is ridiculous in Canada. So she went on this backup rant about how the move to Canada didn't pan out so well because you just don't walk right in the door and get
Canada doesn't
everything
offer free healthcare for
they do,
immigrants?
no, not for my. So then I do a lot of studying about moving to other countries. One of my, I'm kind of
You're very passionate.
somewhat
This is
passionate.
not Canada.
No, not Canada. So I've looked into like Ecuador. I've looked into Panama. I've looked into.
We've got Mike for a limited time, guys.
Yeah.
So enjoy him while we got him.
Ecuador, Panama, South America, Costa Rica. Then you get into the South Pacific. You get into Thailand, Vietnam, Bali. You know what they require to come there? A visa. You can't even get off the fucking plane until you fill out paperwork to get it. Then
They prove that you got money.
they require you to have a certain amount of money. And then you can't come there to work. You're not taking their jobs. You could come there as a tourist, or you can come there as a retirement. You have to sign documents that says you're not going to work. So every other country says, no, you can't just walk in. No, you can't come here to just work. No, you can't come here broke. You have to have money.
Reap the rewards of all
So
all of our hardworking
but then you got
nationalists.
this entire left purple-haired group of fucking morons. America, oh God, we're so oppressed. We can't do anything. You can walk in the fucking country undocumented, no ID, get healthcare, go to the hospital, be taken care of, get money from the government, and anywhere else you would be in fucking jail, or they would pick you up and throw you out physically. So do some research when you look into these things, and do some research. Even Canada, no, you can't just walk in Canada and reap all their fucking benefit. And Canada's socialist. They can call it whatever they want, but they control everything. Everybody does. No guns, healthcare, certain restrictions, only a limited number of airlines, only a limited number of cell phone services. So look into moving to another. You go to like Switzerland and those places, you got to have big money.
Yeah, they don't
big money. They're like 98% their own people. They don't let anybody in. Bulgaria, Poland, not letting any Muslims in. Nope, not happening. And then you go to some of these countries, England, Ireland, France. They're just got dudes running around the streets with swords, playing like it's. They let anybody in. So next time you want to bitch about America, especially on Memorial Day, you want to bitch about America and all these people that died for this country. They died for the right to people to come here, worship Satan, piss on the flag, light it on fire, spit at the cops.
Yeah.
They died so that we as Americans have those freedoms, whether you agree with them or not. Some of them are absolutely insane, but that's why. And then try to go to another country and play that bullshit. Go to Dagestan. Go to Russia and tell Russia you hate the government, you hate the police. Go ahead. I'd love to watch that video of you getting your fucking ass beat. I'd love to watch it. Even like I said, you go to Thailand, you think Thailand, all the bullshit that comes with it, you can't even speak out against their king. I watched a video the other night of an American that decided to talk shit about the government of Thailand. They're beating them in the street with sticks. Like, they don't play that shit. They support their government. They support
They support their nation.
They support their nation. Yes. Yes.
And
you're not going to go burn a flag in Thailand. They're going to go burn a flag in Russia. It's not going to fucking happen.
What's the connotation for nationalism is white supremacy.
Yeah.
You're a nationalist.
Yeah.
Oh, now the Iron Eagle comes out. No, you're a nationalist. You're there for your nation. And we have the greatest nation in the world. But recently, it has been shown, I think, in the last year or two that we have a lot of fucking problems. We have mortgage rates that nobody can afford. We've got everybody's in debt. There's no fucking jobs out there. You know, you got people, and then the jobs that are secure, their freedom of speech isn't anymore. So everybody's a company man.
Yeah.
We talk about like law enforcement and company men when that, but I mean, you got to think we all know people at work that are fucking terrified of being fired, and our supporters might be them. That's not a wrong thing to do. That's not a wrong thing, but I mean, the you can't just get fired. Like Mark can't go, you know what? Fuck Nancy from HR. She's a fucking cunt at the Christmas party. Get fired, and then a month later be somewhere else. He's done. He is done, and he's overqualified for everything.
Yeah.
So there's no jobs. Mortgage rates are through the fucking roof. Interest rates are through the fucking roof. Everybody's fucking in debt. It's insanity.
And in the law enforcement realm, you're really done because you're blacklisted.
Yeah.
And if you speak out, even in the right, because you know what we have is we have guys that say things like we've talked about. We have guys that say things like, "Oh well, I can't really speak up, even though I'm getting railroaded. You know, I might lose my job, and I have like, oh God." And that's what law enforcement has conditioned us to believe, that there's no other jobs out there. And there are. It's tough, but if you're smart, there are a lot of other areas to work. You can't just sit back and take it. But we are in a current situation where everybody is sitting back and taking it. But you go to like healthcare. I see a lot of talk about healthcare in the chat. The reason why healthcare is out of control is because we allowed millions of people to come in and use it without contributing. Again, looking into all these other countries, healthcare in Thailand, $20 a month. I follow Americans that are there. You are major surgeries. That's it. It's your $20 a month pay. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay anymore. Why? Because everybody's in it and they don't have fucking leeches sucking the fucking money out of it. They have everybody contributing and everybody's taken care of. So those countries, we call them third world. Why? Because their water's dirty and they ride scooters. Their fucking healthcare system is amazing.
Our water is dirty and everybody rides scooters.
Yeah. Their healthcare system is amazing because they don't allow people to come, broke people. They don't allow broke people to come into the nation and fucking deteriorate the resources. They make you have money and they make you have not take their jobs, and they make you contribute to that.
Yeah, and God, it's so hard to speak freely without being offensive, but at the end of the day, none of these motherfuckers, like, we all think the same thing. I've never met, maybe I just keep my circle close and my algorithms tied to me, but I don't know fucking anybody that agrees we should have open borders to fucking Muslim. Well, I should probably say it, not fucking Muslims.
Yeah, should
to terror.
No, keep going. You got to navigate that First Amendment. I think what we're trying to say is we should not open our borders.
What my partner's trying to say.
But what he's trying to say, without getting us canceled, is we shouldn't open our borders to people we know that have brought harm or want to bring harm to our nation without vetting them properly, and also making sure that they can actually contribute to this country. Because one of the stories I have later on is Dearborn, Michigan is overrun with. Let's talk about it right now. Bring Dearborn in.
I don't know if it's a Chiron.
Okay, so let's talk Dearborn, Michigan while we're talking. Maybe. Give me a second. Because these didn't load. Dearborn, Michigan is being overrun with the Muslim population to the point that their 5 times they pray a day is being broadcast throughout the city. And you can hear the noise of that. And you can have your freedom of religion. You can have all that. I'm not knocking it, but it should never come in place of like the citizens. And unfortunately, this damn video won't load. So let me send it. Now it's your turn to keep everybody busy while I send
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to talk super chat real quick. We're going to talk a super chat from Randy Magnum, 1969, says, is it appropriate to say Happy Memorial Day when it's a day of reflection? I almost said that when we were talking about the dialogue that Lewis didn't catch at all. We were talking about saying, and I said, oh, I'll just end it on Happy Memorial Day. And Mike goes, I don't know about that. And I was like, oh shit, you're right. It's not a day. It's traditionally not a day of celebration.
Well,
right?
it's not that happy. It's not happy that it's here. It's happy like,
but
celebrate.
And I get fucking sick of and tired of people saying like, oh, well, it's Memorial Day, so you remember when you yeah, of course, when you remember everything when you're grilling your burgers and drinking your beers. But I never met one dude who said, hey, well, if I die, I don't want anybody to have fun on Memorial Day. Yeah. I want the fucking country to continue to do the amazing things. And that's why I think Memorial Day is because we're celebrating America. Burgers, beers, in remembrance of all the people that give us this fucking country and gave us these rights. Me and fucking Mike are at 1 PM fucking pounding Happy Dads like Stone Cold Steve Austin on Memorial Day. On a broadcast, we haven't been canceled yet, so we're not feeling any pressures there. But I mean, this is what people fight and die for. This is what they fight and die for. I've never met anybody that said, yo, if I die, I want every day to be totally bummed out. And everybody, no, dude, it's fucking, if I fucking croak, man, we say some wild shit to each other too. Like, yo, if I die, man, on my day that I died, I want you to do this, that, and the other thing. Like, damn, dude, you're fucking crazy. But at the end of the day, hey, at my funeral, I want fucking people being praying to like sit me up.
No. Here we go. Let's play Dearborn, Michigan.
We're in Dearborn. This is the call of prayer that goes off 5 times a day here in the United States. Would you like to hear this blasting through your neighborhood?
We'll put a turban on the back.
They don't have a choice of whether they hear this or not.
So, yeah, it's America, right? You can have that, but imagine if you like had a speaker that like put out Christian prayer or Donald Trump talking or support of the United States. I'm sure somewhere I saw a city council meeting over the weekend where they the American flag was banned from a HOA. Any other country flag, old white lady sat there in this meeting and said out loud, the American flag is offensive and triggering, so we're no longer allowing it in our American neighborhood. Any other country flag is okay, just not America. That's when shit has gone fucking sideways.
What is going on in our country?
Sideways.
We've covered that stupid ass fucking Muslim prayer too. And I can say it's stupid as fuck because it's loud, it's obnoxious, and you're subjecting every single person to it. That's why Christians have prayer where we go to our quiet place or our safe space or whatever it's called, and you communicate with Jesus, and you don't have to fucking put it on fucking speakers.
But we have people arguing that prayer in school is wrong, right? It's freedom of religion. You can't push prayer on kids. You can't push prayer. Can't have the American flag out, but you can have that noise going through your fucking city for another religion that's not, America was not founded on. You want to have the religion, like you said, have it, but why do you get to broadcast it over the fucking speakers loud so that you can hear it miles away? It's not fair. And it's not. It's we were founded with the Bible, Christianity, all that stuff. And can you come here and practice something else? Absolutely. Should it trump, no pun intended, should it trump our founded religion and what? No, it shouldn't. The American flag should never be second. Our religion should never be second. If you don't want to participate, that's fine, but you don't get a front row seat to blast it all over the speakers into a city in America. You just don't. You don't. You get to go do it just like everybody else. Whatever you do in your house, whatever you and your wife do, whatever you and your friends do, whatever you do, you have the freedom to do it. You should not have precedent, though, over what the country was founded on. That's my 2 cents.
Nope.
That's all I
If
got.
nobody can do it, nobody can do it.
Correct. Or we should be able to, paint ourselves red, white, and blue every day and walk around. Go to work.
You
like
still
that.
can do that. If
I don't know if you. Some places you can't. Not where that commie lives.
In other news, we have Texas cop feeds poop sandwich to a bum.
That's and he got his job back.
Let's take a look at this. Let's take a gander at this. Let me do the old share screen. All right, here we go. Texas cop fired for giving a homeless man a poop sandwich is back in uniform in a new city. And
Freedom, right? It's America, man. It's America.
It is nuts, like nuts that he has his he's working against somewhere just because of the fucking
It's not
chief
fired.
the chief could even be like, yo, that's fucking hilarious, but we can't hire you.
How do we know it was a poop sandwich? Maybe it was just like really bad brisket.
Like Bucky's brisket.
No, Bucky's.
I think bums are a fucking nuisance. I think that we definitely have no way of dealing with them, and they're multiplying, and they know we have no way of dealing with them. We are trying to spend billions of dollars a year in this country to build them and erect them places to live, but they want to live a life of alcoholism and drug use. So therefore they can't stay in those places. So those places go almost vacant because bums choose a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You
said erect.
Hmm?
You said erect.
We erect them. We erect
We
them
do
hard.
erect them.
So a guy feeds a bum a poop sandwich. Probably not the best thing to do in uniform when you're representing your community. That being said, is it funny? Yes. And would I like to meet him? Yes.
So anybody can find him, get him on the show.
What else you got?
I got a video here, but I'm not sure what it is because I can't fucking see it because I got Happy Dad all over my screen. 1 second.
You got Happy Dad on your screen?
Oh, here we go. Tell me who's at fault. So apparently this cop was mad that this big truck is speeding. So he gets behind, flashes, doesn't pull him over though. Then he decides to get in front of a big 18-wheeler and do this. You tell me who's at fault.
What's the deal today?
That's fine, whatever. He thinks I was speeding. I don't think I was. But he has no right to get in front of me and jam his brakes on for no reason. So why would he get in front of me instead of using his emergency lights and pulling me over? Why would he get in front of me and jam his brakes on?
So you're saying that he got right on your bumper, your front bumper,
He was
and
probably 3 feet in front of me.
brake checked you.
Yes.
He got in front of you to slow you down to the speed limit, and you'll need to talk to the judge about
Okay.
that.
You didn't hit your brakes in front of me?
I sped up, I pulled in front of you, and I hit my brakes.
Right. And I'm in a huge truck hauling cargo with 13,000 pounds. Do you know what that does? Okay. Well, the videotape that's filmed from this car will show everything. And when I forward it to Randy Force, Lieutenant Force, and I
Let's watch it one more time. He tried to slow him down, he said. This be the best way to slow down a massive truck.
No, because the cop's a fucking idiot.
What's the deal today?
That's fine, whatever. He thinks.
So kids, don't do that. If you're
What a
if you're a
fucking
patrol
moron,
officer
dude.
and you're working, just pull the car over. Don't pull any fancy tricks. Could have killed yourself. Could have killed
Could have
innocent
sent that
motorists.
fucking semi off the fucking
Could have
rails.
sent the patrol car into traffic and innocent Marge and Bob driving on the road. You know, drinking their happy dad.
Dude.
Could
Yeah.
have been
Why do fucking cops do dumb shit?
dumb
like
shit. Dumb shit. So
that? Speaking of cops, police departments shutting down across the U.S.
across the U.S., they are shutting down, and we highlighted one. You're just flying along here.
You're not ready.
I'm never ready, man. Because I never. The cool part of this show is I don't know what Tyler's going to say next, and I have to react to it. And that's part of the show, so I like it. But a recent study, Virginia town overnight lost its entire police force. I believe we talked about that. They all quit, and then they came to census. They came in the next day. But rising costs are pushing small departments to the edge. Among the leading cause of collapse are budget constraints. Are the top of the city's list. Cities of all sizes find that here's where it gets interesting. 40% of all city budgets are now being put towards law enforcement.
So
So
more or less.
it's a lot more.
Okay.
So if you figure all the taxes taken in a city or county, 40% are going to police. Some could argue the electric devil, Axon, is caught like all these things now they're requiring police
They're
to have.
bullied into having access.
So now it's like, well, if I don't have tasers and Axon, we can't be a police department. Oh, but they have AI report writing. You better add that or the reports are going to be bad. Oh, by the way, we got this flock thing. You know, you gotta monitor your citizens. You got to check tags. If you don't have it, what if there's a murder? You guys are going to look bad. How did we get away with policing 30, 40 years ago? A lot of people went to jail. Maybe some people got the shit beat out of them.
Yeah.
I still like the body camera, but you start getting into all these other things.
But you villainize people for not having it. Every time Grady Jones, no body cam.
no, I want the body cam.
But what if they can't afford it? What if it's a podunk?
That's
town?
just one thing. They can't afford it because they can afford all the other shit. They can afford to make
if they
videos,
can't
serial
afford
video. They can.
What if they can't?
They can.
What do they got to prioritize to Mike standards before?
Well, the body cam saves everybody. The body cam saves citizens and police from complaints.
But you just sat here and said that Axon's running a fucking racket on law enforcement.
They are.
So
you,
that,
don't have to buy Axon. You can buy there's other brands of body cam. Axon just pushes it. Motorola has them. There's other companies that have body cams. They're probably much cheaper. You don't have to go with Axon. But Axon's pushing all the other things. Taser 7, Taser
I've
10.
said that for fucking
They're just
years.
stacking it
dude.
up. Oh, you got to get the new one. The other one doesn't work anymore. But the other problem is when you have so many resources in this, it creates these budget crises where now guys are getting in that you can't work overtime. Safety, you can't go to training. It's creating this massive. So if we just got back to the basics, and I will say this, get rid of the taser and train everybody in martial arts. Doesn't have to be jujitsu. Train them in Muay Thai. Train them in some type of controlling technique. Wrestling. Have them fucking wrestle hours a day. You could eliminate the taser is just garbage. Every time we see it, it doesn't work. If it does work, a guy lawn darts and it's cool, but you could go hands on, right? That's probably.
I just don't ever see if you're confident in your hand-to-hand abilities or you have a firearm on you. I never see a time when a taser. It's like only taser time. Like this is the only, it's like if they have a weapon, you're not going to go hands-on. You're just maybe have a taser per squad. Like, yo, hey, get Ryan over here. He's coming with a taser. But you're right. Officers rely on that fucking taser too much, and it never works. And at the end of the day, it's going to escalate to lethal force at some point. So I don't think Brazilian jiu-jitsu classes for every single officer is going to be any cheaper than Axon.
Way cheaper.
Way
Yes.
cheaper?
Yeah. Our whole contract for the agency I worked at was $40,000 a year.
For what?
For every person to go free.
To go what?
BJJ.
Oh, they paid a gym.
They paid a gym flat rate every. You think tasers cost more than
Oh, that's
$40,000?
cool. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Man, what a great sheriff.
Oh, they got rid of it.
Oh,
They got rid of it. They cut it from the budget after 2 or 3 years. It was a great sheriff, and I know the person who implemented.
why'd they cut that?
Because
Well, here's the thing: was everybody not using it?
I know only about 13.
You got at
15,
some
20.
point you got to look at like, would it be cheaper to just send these people individually?
Or why don't you just make them all go, like incentivize
You
going?
can't make people.
You can make people to go to
Look how
fucking.
many fat cops are
You
out
can
there.
make
You can't
people-
even get them to
you can
fucking
make
walk on
people-
a treadmill.
You can.
You think they're going to make them
You
go
can
beat us
enforce. Yep. You can enforce accreditation. You can make them go everywhere else. You say an hour a day
on their
once a
free
week.
time?
No, you put them on duty.
Okay, so they get to go during shifts.
Yep.
That causes a lot more problems. You
Nope,
know that.
No, we already did. That was the option was already
So
there.
what if the BJJ gym is 45 minutes from your?
We don't
gym?
have that problem in our county. If in a big county, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Bring it to the station.
Bring it.
Sandy
to the station.
Sandy Springs Police Department. One of my favorite places at the station. You know what you get to do any day, anytime you're working, you get an hour to go roll. Think about less injuries, less lawsuits, less use of forces, less everything. Brings everything down by training will never hurt. Training will never hurt anything, right? Training will never hurt to do more. It's like saying, well, you know, NFL team, whatever other, we're not gonna practice anymore. We're just gonna go out there every Sunday and do it. You're gonna lose. Training never hurt to do more of it, and I think the hidden hard to prove costs are would an agency of 100% attendance in BJJ bring down injuries? I know Marietta, Georgia, pretty much mandated it. They all go. They get bullied to go. They get good bullied. They get bullied to actually go perform and get better. And it has brought their lawsuits down. It brought their use of force down. Their studies. I know the person that brought it to our agency used those studies to help bring it into the agency, and it showed that statistically guys are in better shape. Guys are able to handle use of force better. Is it always applicable? Absolutely not.
Dude,
no.
You're never gonna get the fucking
No.
the cops of 2026 to do
No, you're not going to get them to do anything.
I mean, but look at like 40% of the budget. Yeah, I'm assuming that's just like an average number across the country. 40% of any city or county budget is going towards law
Yeah,
enforcement.
you still have to cut the grass. You still have to
And
fucking.
here's the thing:
all the
as
other
a
things.
society, we allow this fucking chaos that is mentally ill people running around, fucking crime running rampant, not holding judges and DAs accountable. Like all of this is big picture stuff. So every single day, like every day you don't think about it, that's another 10 days of the entire world letting this shit go by. And now we look back and we're like, holy, we've been letting this go for 15 years. Crazy crime, crazy mental illness, terrorism running rampant. And then we go, well, why is the budget 40% law enforcement? It's because we've allowed this in the first place.
Correct.
It's like if you allow an open door, and then you're like, well, we got to put in a $20,000 setup up there to keep people coming in because we used to allow them in. Well, that's your fault. You never set a standard in the first place.
It's dude.
our
Look
fault.
at the budget. Look at our county budget. Is the sheriff's budget is disaster, and he threatened to sue, and he wanted a huge the largest increase ever. Then they fucking go to bring it over to the county, and it takes them 6 times with an already approved budget to even get the paperwork right. Like that whole process is a fucking disaster. But when you're spending 40% of the county resources, because what else is still important, right? County parks. You can call it stupid, but people pay to live certain places. Like I want to be able to go to the beach. I want the beach to have sand. I want the garbage picked up. We have to have garbage man. I want the parks and recreation department to have lawnmowers.
I don't
to
want
cut
potholes in my road.
Yeah, I don't want potholes in my road. So you also don't want to walk down the street and get robbed either. So somewhere in the balance of things, but you don't think they could cut out things like I proved that the sheriff of Indian River County was illegally spending tax dollars, using it for his own personal vacations and trips. Nobody cared. So when you see a story that 40% of the budgets now are eating up just law enforcement, and then you able to show the ethics commission and the governor and the attorney general that a specific sheriff is illegally spending money from that budget for personal gain, and they go, I'm the asshole for talking about it. I got told to, what was it? I commented on Facebook the other day. I got told to let it go and shut up from several people. Okay, let it go. Just let them keep spending money. Let them keep using your tax dollars. Every time you go to work and every time you spend money and that money goes to the county, you're paying I bet you wish you could go upgrade your hotel. I bet you wish you could get free gas, but let it go, Mike. You're just disgruntled. You're a piece of garbage. Okay, I'll let it go.
None of it'll
You
matter.
guys keep cucking for the fucking government and allowing them to walk all over you and spend 40% of your budget to have accreditation and to go to accreditation fucking conferences in California and schmooze it up and take your wife to fucking dinners and be a celebrity because you're the sheriff or you're the chief. You guys are cool with that. Let it keep happening.
Super chat. Black Hammer KY says, for the boys. Thanks, brother. And then we have one more. Chode says, most BJJ schools offer discounted classes free. Leo, that is true. My instructor offered free classes for years, and only a handful of us took advantage of that. The problem is lazy cops who think they're badasses.
1,000,000%. I support the boys. I support the guys that go out and do the job and train. That is the small, very small percent. The rest of them are exactly what he said. They're entitled.
They're all fat, bro. They're all fat.
They don't work out. They don't train. They complain. They
They're-
complain amongst each other, but then we have there's some systems in place for you to go get, tell the agency what's wrong. They'll never do it.
Dude, it's fucking killing me seeing, I used to see like 90s, mid 2000s cops, man, polyester, disciplined uniform, muscles popping out, nice haircut, no fucking ball caps. As I've been, I'm going on a year not being a cop, and I am more pro all of that fucking comfort garbage. Now I'm seeing fat, overweight, bearded cops with outer plate carriers. They look like fucking Ninja Turtles, and then they're always wearing a ball cap. They're fucking lazy. When you take that discipline out of the job, the polyester, it's fucking hot. We get it. You got to fucking starch it. You got to fucking take it to the cleaners. It's got to look fucking good. You've got to look good in that polyester uniform, right? All of these things, no beards. It's unprofessional. I was such an advocate. Who cares about beards? Who cares about this? Who cares about that? Now I see the discipline that brought to the job, and it's astounding when you see overweight fat turtle men walking around in their outer vests with their fucking straggly beards and their cool ball caps. They're not cool guy ball caps. These are fucking people that are too fucking lazy to even do their hair.
Well, the problem is they made those. That was supposed to make the guys more efficient, right? The problem is it's like painting a turd. They took a fat, sloppy cop and put him in gear and made him more comfortable. And that was supposed to be for the fit guy. That's like, hey, that polyester is really tight. It's hard to run in it. I need to be more fit and put some 511s on me and an Under Armour and an outer carrier. Now I can get down. I can run faster. I can move better. That was the reason. It's not so a fat, sloppy cop who was like, it's too hot in this polyester can now look like a shit sandwich in a more comfortable uniform with an untrimmed beard, ungroomed beard. And now you're right. He looks like a shit sandwich. Not only that, but he can't perform. That uniform was designed to go, let's optimize the performance. Just like NFL uniforms changed. The face guards got different. The helmets got more sleek.
But the
pads got
NFL players
smaller.
didn't get fatter.
No, they're still in shape because they took the job serious. So the point of that uniform was to make them more efficient. The problem is they just went, you know what? Damn, Vern, I can eat even more food because I can be fatter in this outer
I can
carrier.
take it like this and go.
And my belt my stomach comes right out from underneath the fucking Velcro and I'm good to go. So the point, like they just kept getting fatter. And instead of the uniform optimizing the human, they just let it go even more. So there's nothing better. The two things I see the most of are fat disgusting at the local place, or the guys that have used the new diet trends and all these products, Ozempic and other things they look like fucking skeletons. So now you got a skeleton male that's like, well, I only weigh 160. Yeah, your fucking shoulder bones are sticking out. You have no muscle and you look like shit. But yeah, you only weigh 160 on the scale. So that's the other side of it that I see is guys losing unhealthy amounts of weight. I always say it's the wrong needle. You should be putting the TRT needle in you, not the fucking Ozempic needle. If you're in law enforcement, there's no reason for that. So,
well, there's not. And if to me, if you take Ozempic, you have a medical issue that you need Ozempic for. It's not a free weight loss thing. And so therefore you shouldn't be a cop if you have a medical condition. Just like if you can't see, if you're blind, you can't be a cop. If you can't hear to a certain extent, you can't be a cop. If you have a medical condition that requires you to take Ozempic to lose weight or for whatever, the weight loss traditionally on Ozempic was a side effect. Now it's been like, oh shit, we can lose weight taking this, but shouldn't be a cop. And damn, I had something good, but I totally forgot about it.
that's all right.
It's all right.
I'll keep talking about it because that's what I see. I got people now I see on the sheriff's website I used to work with that when they're standing to the side that you almost can't fucking see them. And they all think I saw a guy last night. They all think they look cool or they're because the scale says whatever it says. You lost 40 pounds. Great. You lost muscle. You lost the ability to run better. You lost the ability to fight more. But yeah, your scale says 160. Good job, buddy. I weigh between 205, the 202, 203 is when I'll go low, 205, 207. Optimal weight. I can run. See it? I posted. I can bench 335 pounds. I can shoulder press 80 pounds. I can do all these things. And it's like, but the scale says 205. Am I upset with the scale when I look down and see 205? Absolutely not. I know I can handle that weight. I can perform at that weight. So you should be able to perform at a weight. You got guys that can't do one pull-up. They can't do 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, none of that, but their scale says 160. Good for you, buddy. You might as well be 300 pounds again. You might as well be, because you perform just as poorly at 300 pounds as you would at 150, but you lost 150 pounds by Ozempic. It sucked the life out of your face. It sucked the life out of your fucking body. But I'm the bad guy for doing TRT. I'm the bad guy for being in good shape. I'm the bad guy for having high testosterone.
Well,
No.
you're just not going to get that anymore, dude. That we don't promote the environments that would a guy that would want to be on TRT is on. They're just like, here's the thing, dude. I think that, a lot of cops, especially here in Florida, they have the ability to work like crazy and to make a lot of money. So these guys, I know them. They're just unfit and because they work too much because they want that money. You should have to be able to pass a fitness test to work extra.
If I took a body cam with me and filmed, I went back to back this weekend. I went Friday and Saturday to the Mets game in Miami. I'm not saying this is an exaggeration, not one cop had a vest on. Not one cop in downtown Miami, amongst all the nonsense. The hotel we stayed at was a fucking disaster. It was fucking sketchy as shit. Not one cop had a vest on. I would say, to be fair, 20% looked as if they were capable of doing something moderately physical if they had to. 80% were just disgusting or completely small females, or absolutely stomach sticking out, fat, out of shape, all just sucking up that massive overtime in downtown Miami, looking like hell. And it was a mix of Miami Police Department and Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office. And I'm embarrassed that they're out there making all that money and they're a liability. They're a liability by not wearing a vest, and they're a liability by their physical fitness standard.
J Imperial 77, $10. Thanks, brother. Because I work with a couple of cops who weigh a metric ton up here in the Northeast. And yet I just got shit at the PD for failing guys in the range last week who couldn't pass a firearm.
Sounds about right.
That is
Sounds
fucking
about
crazy, dude.
right.
All right. Well, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. And then who do we got? We got Canine with Sports. We've got Jake the Roughneck. And we've got, I think Wyatt wants to come on, and I'm going to put Wyatt to the hot seat. Sell me on Ukraine. Sell me on Ukraine. Why are we voting? Why are we supposed to be all pro Ukraine? Stick around. We'll be right back.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
All right, everybody. We're back. Lewis just admitted that he was mentally challenged.
He did. He said between his stress and his mental health, he's struggling.
He says, I am challenged mentally.
Yes, he did.
This show is brought to you by GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/antihero. Save 10%. They're already ridiculously low prices. Pillowcases, mattress toppers, cooling patents, technology sheets, and their award-winning mattresses. 60,000 plus 5-star rating and reviews, in-house customer service, and free shipping on those big-ass mattresses. So if you got to replace something in the bedroom, go to ghostbed.com/antihero. Save 10%, and they'll tell them that we sent you an Elevated Silence. Go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code antihero15. Save 15% on your suppressor. They have cans from everything from 22s to 50 cals. Exercise your second amendment right. The process is not that hard, and Jim will walk you through the entire thing. Get yourself a can. Go to elevatedsilence.com. Use promo code antihero15 to save 15%.
Don't forget to join our Patreon. Tuesdays are still Patreon exclusive. 1 hour regular, 1 hour Patreon. We put our workouts in there, our runs in there. We interact with everybody in there. We also have the app, the antiheroapp.com. So Patreon and the antiheroapp.com are the two best places to interact with Tyler, who's gay, and me. So check out the Patreon and the app.
Yeah, we got to get a little cool banner thing with the app. I know Jay made one, but that it had the pound symbol on it. And I don't know if we ever fixed it.
We'll figure it out.
But,
so let's, before we go any further, let's get to another Memorial Day. This one actually comes recently and right in my town of Vero Beach, Florida. Unfortunately, report that this young man, Private First Class Christopher Leon Belcher from Vero Beach, was killed in Germany May 3rd. Not all the details have been released on how it happened. Obviously, it wasn't an act of war or anything, but it's not always war that causes these training, other incidents where we have to memorialize these soldiers. So, like I said, this was a friend of K9 who will be on shortly for sports, but this is a hometown guy in Vero Beach, Florida, where I'm from, that tragically passed away on May 3rd. And we appreciate your service, man. We pray for your family, and thank you for joining it all. You're a hero.
Lewis, did you send K9 the link?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
he was asking for it.
It's in his email. I saw him do it.
All right.
I can send it to him.
And then can you send a link to Wyatt as well?
Sure.
Wyatt. Let me get the link.
Let's see. I got a couple more really good things. We won't hit everything.
Starving.
You're always starving, dude.
It's a carnivore diet, dude. I love it though, man. Dude, you know what my dinner was last night? Fucking like 30-ounce steak and a lobster tail. It's fucking great. Great. And my mom's making cheesesteaks today. She makes the best.
All right.
Steak.
So you guys might remember a guy. He's saying he was a singer for the Lost Prophets. He was found guilty on raping babies, essentially.
Oh,
like
God.
the worst of the worst.
So why is he
on
not- should be
video.
dead?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
On video, he was raping babies and toddlers.
Dead.
He got sentenced to prison.
He didn't make it long.
He was murdered.
Okay, good.
So,
good.
His murder trial, however, is all of a sudden being thrown out of court, and we're going to
People that murdered him?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So the murder trial of two men accused of killing disgraced former Lost Prophets vocalist Ian Watson in prison has ended nearly early, and it will be retried on February 8, 2027. Watkins was stabbed to death on October 11th, 2025, while serving a 29-year sentence for child sex-related crimes. The two guys that did it were charged with this murder, with prosecutors alleged that one carried out the stabbing while the other one disposed of the weapon. A judge at Leeds Crown Court discharged the jury for undisclosed legal reasons, ending the current trial. So you cannot do a heinous crime like that and go to prison.
You're done.
You're done.
You're done. You should have killed yourself before.
Yeah, you should have just done it. It would have been quicker than 27 stabs.
And I mean, I don't know why those guys were guilty of anything.
So that was the news. I covered it briefly last year when he was killed. It's crazy, as I've seen them at Ozfest in like 2004 or something like that. They weren't a really good band. They weren't very prominent, but it's just fucking crazy to see a guy that was in a band do that. Not that makes it any better, but it's on video camera. There's video evidence of babies, dude. Babies. So he's been dead for a while. And the guys that killed him looking like they're gonna skate by, which is amazing, and almost like the guy that the dude that turned and shot his he got 6 months probation because the judge was just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Killed the dude.
Right.
Is K9 here yet? Still waiting on the link. Did you text K9?
I did. K9 has the link multiple ways. Let's touch on one more Memorial Day. I don't have much any information. It was sent in with just a name. This is Joshua William Puff. He was killed. He's a service member. I believe it says November 19th, 2014, it appears. So we don't have many more information about that, but we honor everyone. Anybody that says anything, they will absolutely be honored on this show. So,
oh shit! Oh, go back. That's Puff. Sorry, dude. So long.
all right.
He died of cancer. The Army. We don't know. I don't know if we slept next to a burn pit for 6 months, and a lot of dudes came back with just the basic things. And as far as I remember, his was diagnosed. The Army retired him, and then it went downhill fast. I
From the burn pits.
I didn't find out about it probably for 2 years.
And they're still fucking with guys about disability claims from that shit.
Whoever sent that in, man, I'm so sorry I didn't recognize Puff. It's just been so long, and I want, dude, man, he'd be the guy. He'd be the guy to be like, it's okay. I'm just not used to seeing somebody that fucking ugly. He would be cool with that. Like, he would laugh. But yeah, obviously you can't say stuff like that.
No,
people don't understand our culture. But
yeah, they don't.
Yeah, R.I.P. Puff.
I think I got one more that's a combo. We got K9 on. We can bring him in. See his ugly face. Go to the regular camera, Lewis. One of us, so I can bring the ugly man in. Or like that.
What up?
Yo. Talk to us. What's going on in the world of sport? Well, first of all, I don't know if you wanted to say anything. I brought your just had your buddy up. Let me do that again. I know you were we were doing some Memorial Day stuff, and I know this young man was a friend of yours. So if there's anything you want to say, let me bring him back up.
Yeah, man. Chris, I grew up with him. We used to box together when I used to box. His father was a great guy. He passed away a little while ago. He used to train me for free, meet me every day to train me in boxing. Was a great dude as well. Chris was a great dude. We used to work out together. Like I said, we grew up together, worked out. He was overseas. Something happened in Germany. He ended up losing his life. My father and I went to the airport Friday when they brought him back. Brought him in the hearse to the funeral home. We waved flags with veterans. And I actually went to the funeral the next day, man. I didn't know it was going to be open casket. So, it was rough, man. It was hard seeing him like that. And I brought a brand new pair of boxing gloves I was going to give his daughter that he left behind. And she ended up not being there, but I'm holding the gloves, and the funeral director's like, why don't we put him in the casket? And I'm like, oh, shit, and I'm like, well, that's up to the family. That's not up to me. And they were like, yeah, put him in the casket. So everybody got all pumped up and, was giving me props for bringing the gloves. But the gloves I brought to the funeral, they actually put in his casket for they closed it. It was rough, man. Shout out to all the veterans who lost their life. And it was tough, man. It was tough. He was a good dude, good friend. So RIP to Chris, man.
Yeah, and then honorable to join, man. That's what it's about.
So yes, like you nailed it. Memorial Day is typically like, yes, those killed in action. But I lost pretty much all that I can remember. All of my closer friends, post incident, suicide, murder, alcohol related incidents, all due to PSD and war. Every single one of them. Dudes fucking wrapping cars around trees. Guys getting murdered and fucking, love triangles and shit. Dudes taking their own life, suicide, drug overdoses. There's all kinds of shit that a lot of these guys, I'd say the majority of people die from after effects of war. Then, and so
it's the most unfortunate. Obviously, the World War II era, completely different America, but probably not even documented or even looked into from guys that came back and committed suicide. Now in today's statistics world, and with everything we know, we sent young men to see the most horrific and do the most horrific things, and when they came back, we had no answers. Mm-hmm. We let them go back to alcohol. We let them go, just get rid of them. They didn't properly care for them. They didn't properly fund them post incident. Then you got guys getting cancer from all that stuff they dealt with over there, not taken care of, not treated properly. it's one of the most unfortunate things that, as we memorialize them, did the country though fail a lot of those guys? The guys that didn't die just because of war, the guys that died from suicide and alcoholism and drug overdose due to the effects of going to war. I don't think you'll ever be able to statistically track that and know that. They're just like another junkie. Oh, this guy died of an overdose. Oh, he was a vet. Like, they don't realize that what led to that drug use. Or those,
a lot of people
things.
talk about, like World War I and World War II dudes that just came home and started working in factories. Life was different then. Society was different. We were murdering each other in the streets back then. And so when you come home from war, you're just better at life, in those eras. And now Vietnam on, I'd say they come home and your society and being a human being has progressed so much to where we pretend that the ugliness of the world doesn't happen. And so we've built our societies based off that. And when you go, and first responders suffer from this just as much, maybe if not more, just seeing the ugliness of life and then having to go to the fucking Memorial Day barbecue with your neighbor.
Yep.
It's just a tale as old as time.
Yep.
And you learn to adapt with it. And, you just find people that are good with it and, fucking
drive on.
Yeah.
Drive on. All right. Let's bring up the mood. K9, tell us what's going on in sports today.
Well, I don't know if it's going to bring up the mood. Unfortunately, we had a legend pass this week in NASCAR. Kyle Busch, I think arguably one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time, two-time champ, passed away at the age of 41 to severe pneumonia and sepsis. So that was crazy to see. They still raced the Coca-Cola 600 yesterday, did a big ceremony for Kyle and for all the veterans who have passed for Memorial Day. Obviously, at lap 8, everybody got silent, stood up, threw up the 8. Kyle raced the number 18 car for a long time with Joe Gibbs, the M&M car. Probably most well known for that. He raced that for 15 years, won 2 titles. Then he joined Richard Childress Racing in 2022, raced the number 8 car. NASCAR has retired the number 8 car, and they're going to save it for Kyle's son, Brexton, who's 11. So whenever he starts racing cars, that number's for him. No one else in NASCAR history is going to race the number 8. And one thing I will say, man, NASCAR, a lot of people don't like it, but I think, a lot of us do, though. And I would say NASCAR fans are probably the most passionate, loving, and honestly, probably the most American fans, man. They still do the prayer before every race, which I love as a Christian man. And, it was nice seeing everybody. Kyle Busch, honestly, wasn't the most loved NASCAR driver, but every NASCAR fan stood up at that race and showed respect, which I loved, and it was great to see. So, R.I.P. Kyle Busch.
Coca-Cola is a 600 Memorial Day yesterday?
Yeah.
I would go almost every year I was in the Army. Because it's in Charlotte, they would go to Fort Bragg, and they would invite the paratroopers, the Maroon Beret guys, and they would give out like 1,000 free tickets. So when you go there in the morning, you have to put on your uniform, right? It is impossible to walk around a NASCAR event and not be inebriated by the time you walk a quarter mile if you're in a uniform, because every single person is giving you beers out of their cooler. You cannot say no. It's like going to another country and saying, no, I don't want your food. You have to. You're like, oh, thanks, man.
Even the official food of NASCAR's beer.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. And they are so supportive. They're so patriotic. And all you had to do is go, hey, Sarge, out of the 1,000 of us here, I think I should be the one that doesn't go on the field and does the whole American flag thing. And he's like, yeah, Tyler, just go take your fucking uniform off. And they had us in the stands, immaculate. Some of the best times of my life was going to the Coca-Cola 600 when I was at Fort Bragg. And it's a pinnacle of America's NASCAR.
Yeah, it's a loving community, man. They show love to everybody. So if you go, you're going to have a good time.
How about them New York Knicks, buddy?
Bing bong. Hey.
Yes.
I think the Knicks can do it, man. I know I said it last week, and I'm still saying it. I got the Knicks shirt on. My pops bought me. I think the Knicks close it out tonight. I think Knicks in 4. A lot of Knicks fans in Florida. I actually have 2 buddies. 2 of my best friends are flying from Vero to New York for Game 4 of the finals. Yeah, they're part.
Did you see the ticket prices for the finals?
No,
I looked up. So
because basketball's
yeah, it's
communist.
crazy. So if you go tonight in Cleveland, I think the cheapest ticket in Cleveland for tonight's game 4, which they're down 3-0, is $158. The cheapest ticket for game 3 to get in Madison Square Garden, sit so high you can barely see the court, was $4,500. With courtside tickets,
What the fuck?
courtside tickets in the lower section going for $110,000 per ticket.
Yeah, it's like Jay-Z style stuff. Hey, wait, what about court? What about, do they honor in this? So this is the playoffs
Yes.
essentially. Do they honor season tickets?
No, you got to buy the playoff ticket packages come separate.
So like when you have season tickets to Orlando Magic and they have a playoff,
They
game
gotta
there,
pay more.
You're not
No.
getting.
You
it
get
free.
first dibs, but you
Okay.
don't get them. It's not free.
Whoa.
So yeah, I saw
money,
courtside. I saw courtside tickets for game 3 and 4 of the Eastern Conference
Or
the championship.
you could pay for your NASCAR ticket, and as long as last I checked, dude, you could wheel in your own alcohol.
Yes.
That's NASCAR. They're not trying to break your bank, baby.
No.
They're trying to
No.
fucking be America.
No. The Knicks are different too. I mean, my buddies are going to party outside MSG. I mean, the thousands of people that are going to be outside of MSG. I'm sure you've seen the videos on Instagram and stuff. These guys are wild, man. They're going to be flipping cars. They're going to have to bring in the National Guard to New York if the Knicks win this title. This will be the craziest parade party time in probably New York history if the Knicks win it. It's been so long. I think 53 years, 54 years. The Knicks are,
1973.
Back when
yeah,
they were
73.
glad, so it's gonna be
1973 was the last time they won it.
Yeah, and they're
So you think-
probably the most popular team in the NBA. So,
Where's the Knicks out of? New York City?
yeah.
So you think
Yeah.
like New York City is gonna have problems?
They already have.
Oh, yeah.
They have watch parties outside the garden.
Yeah.
So if you ever been,
Yeah.
you've never. I know we went to the lower end. We went in lower Manhattan. When you go to the like 33rd, 34th, where the Knicks play, it's just there, right in the middle of the city is the Madison Square Garden. But they're having like parties outside in the street during the game,
Yep.
where there's 10, 12, 15,000 people standing in the street, plus another 25,000 inside. It's chaos. So the NYPD stepped back and said, we're not doing this. We're not monitoring these street parties. We're not putting gates up. Like,
Yeah.
stop it. So I don't know what they're going to do and how it's going to go, but
I'm surprised the NYPD backed off. Usually they have to stay on that. You can't just be like, hey, you guys just do you and we'll clean up afterwards.
I think
But
they're sick of it.
no.
Oh, yeah. They've already been flipping cars and climbing poles. I mean, that was just for the playoff series. That wasn't even for the finals or anything like that.
Yeah.
What else is going on in the world of sports?
Well, the man I've probably hated most of my life, I still kind of do, Aaron Rodgers. He signed for his last and final year. He's going to be the quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
This is it?
Yeah, this is it. He announced that this is it. His last year, 1 year, $25 million contract. He's pairing back up with Mike McCarthy, who used to be the coach of the Packers. Now he's coaching the Steelers. So Aaron Rodgers is coming back for a final year. We'll see how that goes. Pittsburgh is projected 8.5 wins. So we'll see
How do
what
they
happens.
make these projections?
They just go strength of schedule and they're all, I mean, just betting lines. That's really all it is. So somebody will bet on it. Either way, they're going to win. So they just put a number out there and say, based on the schedule, the team, the experts get together and say, they'll win X amount of games. They're usually pretty accurate. They're not, every now and then there's one or two teams that tank or one or two teams that do really better than they think. But for the most part, they're pretty accurate. Whoever makes those sports lines and everything, yards, points, they're fucking close.
Dude, it comes down to half of a yard at times.
They're pretty good.
It's rigged.
It is rigged. That's the other part of it. So I got to go watch the Mets in, this
Oh,
weekend.
gosh.
Absolutely destroyed 3 games in a row by the Marlins. It's rock. New York Mets fans, it's rock bottom. We are at the bottom of the barrel. We are rock bottom.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's real bad. They destroyed the team. So
What I thought was funny about that is you went to the game Friday and Saturday. Soto played. I mean, he's the only one that played well. And then
Yeah.
Sunday, it came out breaking news. Soto has an illness. He's
flu.
not playing today.
And
So
I
my
didn't go.
question is, how hard did he party Saturday night with the Latinas in Miami?
He looked good. He looked good for the second game. But then they got out. You're right. He got off at 7 o'clock, and they were able to go out. Who knows what he did? But
Yeah, what kind of illness was it?
Yeah, all of a sudden Saturday I'm good. Sunday, the flu.
Yeah.
Nothing leading up to it. It's the flu.
It was brutal.
Oh.
It was a brutal 3 games. It was so bad. So I went Friday night. They played Friday night. Soto hit a home run on the bottom of the top of the first inning. The Mets didn't score another run until the 9th inning the next day. So they went like 16 innings like, without scoring, and then didn't score any runs Sunday. It gave up a walk-off grand slam to end the game. Bottom of the night. It was the first time the Marlins, in their history of their franchise, hit a walk-off grand slam in a 0-0 game. So leave it to the Mets to make that happen for the Marlins.
Did you bet on it while you were there? Since you were there,
I went to Hard Rock Saturday.
how'd you do?
Did okay. I know JoJo did better than I did. She won some money. I lost my budget. So I went up, down. So the only thing that got me was when I ended up with like $300. I think I was down 100. And she says, I just want a big hand. I got to play a couple more hands. She was in the poker room, and she's like, I got to play a couple more hands until I leave. So I was like, well, I'm not going to go to the window. I'm just going and bet. So I started betting like a maniac, and I lost that 300 in like 3 hands in a row. I was like, okay, I was prepared to lose it. So it was either going to be a good win or a good loss, and it was a very good loss. But I had a good time.
Yeah, that's what matters. If you have a good time.
Yes, I had a great time. So
All right. So, it's Memorial Day. You doing sports or what?
Yeah, tonight 7 p.m. Eastern, Counterculture Sports every Monday. We don't take any Mondays off, baby. Let's go. We're gonna break it all down tonight on the Counterculture YouTube. But I'm actually about to go to Mike's mom's house right now, drink some ouzo with his son, eat some cheesesteaks.
come here.
I told him the motherfucker to do it remote.
No,
Who?
I'll be ready. Me. I said I'm coming for the boys. I'm
Dude, I'm gonna go as soon as we end this. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna drag my wife outside to sit by the pool because I've been saying like, why aren't you laying by the pool? Oh, it's gonna rain. It's like it's Florida, babe. It's gonna rain every day. Every day, the calendar for the summer is gonna have rain every single day. So
Yeah.
we'll go sit out there, make her put on her bikini with her huge fake tits, and we'll just chill.
I'm gonna go
As
home
long as
tomorrow.
there's no lightning, man. No lightning.
I'm gonna go
Lightning is
home.
where we draw the line.
When I get home, my wife will still be working, and I'm gonna get some cheesesteaks for my mom's, and I'm gonna bring some home for her. We're gonna hang out.
Is
No pool for me.
no pool?
Nah, not today. Maybe
I'll be at your
maybe.
mom's still. You're gonna be coming around 5, right?
Yeah, well, I leave here at 3, so yeah, about that. You'll still be there.
Yeah, I'll still be there.
All right, I'll see you then.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Nixon Ford, baby.
I'll make your thumbnail today. I promise. I've been failing you the last 2 weeks.
Oh, it's all good. I appreciate it.
All right, buddy.
All right, Nixon 4.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I cut him off before he could do his thing.
That's all right. I got a new thing. Let's see if it works. Ready? We talked about the app earlier. Take down yours. Join the Anti-Hero Community Hub at the www.theantiheroapp.com. $5 off if you join before June 1st. So the rest of May is free. And then June 1st, it'll be $20 a month. And then
You make
starting, I did not. My man Jay on the fly.
Oh shit!
Jay, who made the app, also on the fly. I had to actually use Chat GPT to make it go to the bottom and a PNG. So I did a little tweaking on this, but the antiheroapp.com. You sign up, you get the rest of May for free. June 1st, you'll be charged $20 only. That no fees to Apple, no fees to Google, no fees to anybody. They stay in house so that you don't have to spend more and you don't have to. They don't take any of our money. So that's where we post our runs, our workouts, as well as the Patreon.
I ran today.
Oh, that must have been bad because you didn't talk about it.
No, the last 2 runs have been subpar.
All right, and then before we bring on anybody else, let me go. I got another shout out to. 1 second. Our Memorial Day shout outs continue. Not that ugly mug. This is Sergeant Wade D. Wilson, KIA May 11th, 2012. I'm not going to try to pronounce where he was at. Afghanistan. So thank you to him for joining, giving the ultimate sacrifice, his family, anybody's friends. We
Look how America that guy
that
is.
dude is super
Look
America.
at that fucking dude. That is awesome.
Yep, that is awesome. Born in 1989, just a kid, man, to me. And,
Wade Willie Wilson.
Wade Willie Wilson. God bless you, man.
Thank you guys for sending stuff in. We still got another 40 minutes If you guys know of anybody, you want to honor them on Memorial Day that served our country that is no longer with us, the instructions are on the bottom. You either text it to, if you have an iPhone, 772-217-5453, or if you have an Android and you're subhuman, you email it to cotvilleog@gmail.com, and we will put the picture and the name and the remembrance date. You think he's ready? Oh, let's do some reflections real quick before we bring Jake on. That really triggered the internet.
What?
Reflections. Ice cream stuff.
So,
and it started with Jake, dude. It's his fucking fault.
here's the thing. It did trigger the internet, and you did another amazing job with both of you with clipping that and the way it was put out. You had guys, and you asked me a couple, like, do I go at this guy? Do I go that guy? One guy who runs a pretty big training company flat out was like, I can outshoot you, I can outfight you, I can outdo everything. And it was like, all that over a bike, which
here's what I'll say. That guy is probably like a SWAT dude, 130,000 followers. And I'm not trying to shit on him. If I could find it, I would bring up his company. I'm sure he's a great dude, but he got really triggered over that post. And he was like, I can outshoot, fight, train, eat, fart, whatever, all of the guys on that show. The other dude, probably one of the more intimidating men we've had on this show, his name is Dennis, and he is the owner of Armored Breach, and he's on the Miami-Dade SWAT team.
Yeah.
He said, that is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. All the guys sent me that because I'm the only guy that rides on the team.
And that's the way to take it. That's the fucking way to take. And Gravy.
Yeah,
Gravy. I thought of Gravy when I posted it. He's got the bike video that went viral where he's doing the training and he lays down on the fucking bike. I thought of Gravy, and I was, and it was what's his name? He runs one of those effective combat companies that one that got mad.
Let me find it.
It's just, it is like, if somebody I put on the story, somebody took my running video, put me on a bike or my running page and put a fucking LGBT fucking
somebody said that's not real, his legs are too big.
I know, and I posted it because I think it's hilarious. And if anybody gets that upset about, like, I don't know, man, just basic being made fun of, it's like, that's what the point of the show is, right? And
it's insecure, man. If you get triggered over that, you obviously know that we're fucking joking around. But I will say this. My point to all of this is, I want everybody to do this. Picture your dad in his prime. You're a young Mike.
Yeah.
Like, no, right, wrong, different, wrong side of the law. It doesn't matter. Asshole dad, doesn't matter. Picture him in his prime. Like, you're looking up at your dad. Now put that guy on a fucking bicycle. It does something to it, doesn't it? It's fucking gay, dude. I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying. And I know it's 2026. I know there's health benefits and all that stuff. We're just joking around. We're fucking busting balls. I'm probably going to post a meme today that Mike sent me knowing that I would do it. So I made it into a meme. But I'm launching a campaign to let men know that it's unmanly to ride bicycles no matter what you do.
Sorry, Jake. That was supposed to be texting myself and I sent it to you. Yes. And think about the abuse we give each other, like the abuse we give each other and the people that come on the show and back and forth with Nick and everybody, like G Money, Jake, like this is entertainment. Like, this is entertainment. And if you're not gay, then you shouldn't worry about riding the bike, right? If you're really, are you gay? Did you, and to say, like, and I get it, but that's like going in the comments when somebody says, oh, this fucking faggot says he's got 23 years. Yeah, motherfucker, I made 279 arrests. I wrote 14 wiretaps. I went to the county jail once a week for my whole career. I don't need to fucking justify anything. I did what I did, right? I did what I did. You don't like it? You think I'm gay? You think whatever? That's fine. I'm not going to sit here and rattle off my credentials and for guys to do that, I'm like, man, this dude, and he is a good dude. He is a good dude, man. I'm not going to say anything else. He's a good dude. He runs a great company. He's great for law enforcement. But it's like, because of the bike.
Somebody said in the comments, they said, because of the thing I said, unless you're a pro BMX person or a Tour de France type guy, and they go, oh yeah, well, how would they practice? I'm like, you're reading too much into it, dude.
Yeah, dude. It was pretty good.
It would be statistically impossible for them to do it and not practice, so therefore they would have to ride a bike as a grown man.
Yeah, it's I don't know. If I'm hauling down the road and I'm running, I would rather get run over running than run over on a bike. And if I'm on a bike, just throw the bike in the woods and tell them I was running.
And then the other one is sitting to pee. That really didn't bother men too much, I don't think.
really?
I think the bike one, I texted you. I'm like, whoa. I was like, I hadn't checked in like 4 hours. That's all it took. It took 4 hours. And you were like, yeah, dude, the biking community is kind of one of those things. I was like, I had no idea.
Like any other community, man. It's a community, gay community, like the biking.
But sitting when you pee, I think every dude's done it. And so I think that was more perceived as a joke than the bike thing was. And two things came up on open mic last Friday. Nick said, one of the other times you sit and pee is when you're peeing in the car and you're peeing in a bottle. And I was like, that's a good point. Maybe peeing in a bottle is an acceptable time to pee, sitting down. And the other one was, it's debated. Morning wood. Justin brought this up.
It's tough.
Morning wood. What do you do when you got to pee with morning wood?
Yeah, it's tough.
I obviously do not sit to pee, because if you sit to pee with morning wood, you're launched at 180 degrees. You're ready to go, and it's going to go to the other side of the room. So therefore you got to point it down anyways. So I just stand and like kind of do this and just like adjust fire.
Yeah.
And or just wait till you don't have a morning wood anymore, then use
Well, a lot of these low T Ozempic guys don't have to worry about morning wood. They don't get that.
Somebody did say saying pee time and poo time is gayer than anything, and I was like, that's probably a good point.
Yeah, but you didn't get offended, right? You didn't get offended. You just dealt with it. Like, yeah, I did say something pretty gay. Like when you see listen, there's different levels of biking, right? You got the dudes in the woods on the mountain bikes, like cool. Okay, like that's less gay. But I'm talking about like the dude in the spandex with the fucking hat, the helmet that's like aerodynamic, is like 11 feet long. He thinks he owns the fucking road. He's screaming at kid, yelling at you to get out of the way. It's like, bro, you're on a bike.
Yeah,
settle down. Like you're not like just Travis Pastrana jumping fucking.
Yeah, if you're not hitting a half pipe, dude, you're not.
But you even said that BMX was okay. It was, and I think the mountain bike in the woods, like you're jumping those guys that go down the side of the mountain. It's fucking crazy work.
You're off the road.
You're talking about gay bikers on the road.
I honestly am going to go back to my original statement. If you're a grown man on a bicycle, it's a little gay. People were talking about the cutoff age. It's called 16 when you can get a driver's license. That's the cutoff age.
What about Lewis on a scooter? I rode a scooter for a while.
Lewis, I'm sorry.
I rode a scooter for a while.
Just tell people you're mentally challenged, and they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, my bad."
I got one more before we bring Jake on. Bring down the reflections. I got one more gentleman to highlight. This is Sergeant Anthony Jones of Greenville, South Carolina. Jones died in Baghdad, Iraq, when an improvised explosive device detonated near his military vehicle. He was assigned to the 104th Transportation Company, 36th Engineer Group, 3rd Infantry Division, Mechanized, Fort Benning, Georgia. Died on June 14th, 2005. So God bless the family of Sergeant Jones and everybody that knows him. We appreciate his service and thank him and his family for him going out and protecting us.
It wasn't on camera, but I took a drink for you, brother.
All right. Without further ado,
were you ready to piss off the internet?
Let's piss off the internet. Jake, Roughneck Jake. Oh, look at him progressing, man.
Whoa, cool fucking anarchy tattoo on your
Not only the anarchy tattoo, he's got the fucking like.
Is that the
anarchy anywhere?
Look at the mic, dude. He's got the influencer mic.
Shit.
Jake, the influencer.
I didn't know you had a kid, Jake. And if you don't, that's even more alarming.
Oh, dude, I got 3.
Oh, okay.
My oldest one is 4. I wasn't joking when I said don't pull out.
You need to pull out, dude.
3 and 4 years?
Nah, but they're close, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what? How's that math work?
I don't know. Your oldest one is 4?
Yep.
Oh, different moms.
Yeah, I got a 4, a 3, and then I got one that just turned 1.
So you didn't waste no time between the first 2.
No, man, and I hate to even say it on here, but they've all got blonde hair, and I don't have blonde hair, neither does my wife. But there's an Amazon guy running around my neighborhood that looks like a friggin' Aryan. So
he definitely doesn't ride a bike, though, right?
No, he drives a truck. But that doesn't.
Hey, you know what? Better. Would you rather walk in on your wife cheating on you with a dude with a truck or a dude with a bicycle? I don't know. Truck. I mean, it's hard, but
there's not a good answer. But it depends
what kind of truck.
Answer is truck.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
So I brought some silliness, but I did think that I just try to fly through this real quick. With it being Memorial Day, I don't want to wish any of the boys like happy Memorial Day or any of that shit. I really do just hope that they get a chance to honor their bros in a way that they feel is fitting and in a way that their boys would think is fitting. That's really all I got to say about that. Also, I chatted with Mish earlier today. I wasn't supposed to work today, dude, but I had to drive down to Midland, drive back, and I chatted with
what do we
Mish.
call that?
And say it again.
You got hot poked or something in the back?
You got it. But dude, Jake texted us this morning and goes, "Hey, bro, I got a hot shot in Midland today."
Ooh.
I was like, "Whoa, hey."
All right.
Was it a roper?
You know,
like,
I had never thought about the fact that hot shot sounds gay, but you wouldn't believe how much gay shit there is that goes on out here. But yeah, so I had a hot shot down there. But Misha's son is he's doing good, but I mean, man, he's looking at like, I mean, from what Mish said, this early, like probably a year,
yeah.
before he can get back at it. But he's doing good. Mish is still out there with him, and his name is actually Bob too. Bob the Third. So, anyways, prayers out to Mish and his boy. I was happy to hear that it wasn't as bad as it could have been, and it was pretty bad. But if you guys want, we can jump into some silliness because I do have some stuff I've been thinking about. Like, dude,
To be honest with you, it's not silliness, man. You're challenging masculinity at a point in our country where masculinity needs to be challenged. And we're going to have hard conversations about masculinity and what it takes to be a man.
That's a good fucking point, man. Yeah. So you know what? All you popsicle eaters, stand by, because the first one is eating popsicles. Quit doing that. What do you? I mean, dude, popsicles? You're a grown man, dude. That was cool when you were 7, but you're eating popsicles. You're eating a phallic-shaped frozen treat. Don't do it.
I have a question.
The other one would have to be.
Hold on.
Have to be owning cats.
Hold on 1 second. We got to adjust our audio. Lewis, do your thing. Are we back?
Is it my mic?
Can you hear?
Is it my mic?
No, you're good.
No, you're good. I have a question though. Ice cream. I took my son and my wife to get ice cream the other night, and as I'm looking, I got an ice cream cone, a big solid cup of scoop, and I'm like this with an ice cream. I'm like, is that gay?
Yes.
Yes. Dude, I'm losing y'all bad. Hang on.
I would drop the Bluetooth thing.
Signal. He's getting hot shotted.
Oh, he's hot shotted. All right, well, let's ask you. Is it gay?
Yeah.
So I have to get my ice cream. I have to get my ice cream in a bowl now.
With a spoon.
With
like eat it like a.
Should I just eat it with a knife? Just
No,
a
you don't have
fucking
to have a
command,
spoon.
like a fucking K-bar. Just
Or you can bite it like a man. You don't lick it. You can bite your coat. You can bite.
you can't bite ice cream, dude.
Yeah, you
You're
can.
fucking insane.
No, you bite
It'll
it.
hurt your teeth.
No, it won't hurt your teeth. You can bite it like a man.
You there, Jake?
I think we lost him.
We lost him again.
I think-
Oh wait, we got the right Jake in here. There's 2 Jakes.
No. Try the other Jake.
Oh no, that Jake's gone. Let's remove him from this. And this Jake is now also gone.
But we're here.
I just don't. I love eating ice cream.
You gotta
dude.
bite it. What, you gonna ride a
Bite?
bike and eat ice cream at the same time?
Dude, ice cream just like my wife said, just she can't look at me when I do that.
Yeah, I don't look at you. I'd mock you till you threw the ice cream in the trash.
Hey, you there?
No.
No. Can anybody else hear Jake?
It's like the feedback is coming to his phone. And it's
Yeah, dude,
causing
you got some kind of Bluetooth issue going on, dude.
Is it connected to your car?
All right, we'll let him figure that out.
All right.
I don't think eating ice cream was gay. I love ice cream.
What if you ride a bike and eat ice cream at the same time?
That's pretty gay. You know what's funny is all these haters that got so mad at me for the bike riding thing. They obviously don't watch our show.
No.
This is an easy target. Like,
oh, that's gay as shit.
I mean, dude, just me drinking out of a straw.
Yeah, no bad.
Go ahead, add him in, Lewis.
See if it works. Check. 1 2 1 2. Check. No.
Is it us? Can anybody else hear Jake?
Did anybody else hear Jake?
We need to know before we kick Jake if anybody else. Lewis, don't go start doing crazy shit.
He's way ahead of himself.
Yeah, just relax. We're gonna problem solve. We're gonna problem shoot this as we're gonna remove element. Nope, they can't hear Jake. All right, so it's on Jake's end. It's not our end.
Let's resend. Like remove them. I'm gonna resend the link.
Yeah, tell him to rejoin from another link.
I'm gonna resend the link.
The problem is a lot of these guys do it from their cars and they drive in and out of service.
At least stationary.
Man, he's back.
That's Wyatt.
Oh, that's Wyatt. All right, want to bring in Wyatt while we wait on Jake?
Sure. You have a thing for Wyatt? A concierge, whatever the thing's called down the bottom?
Concierge.
Whatever that thing is.
And Wyatt is not here.
Well,
all right.
I'm going home.
I know.
I'm starving. You can believe that.
What are you gonna get on the way home?
I'm gonna stop and I usually get the meat and cheese rolled together.
Dude, that's gay. A meat roll? You roll it into a phallic shape and then you put it in your mouth. You're taking meat rolls.
You're taking it too far.
I'm taking it too far. Is that not what you do?
It's like lunch meat.
And
when
you roll it into a phallic shape.
No, it's already rolled. Like I can't control the fact that they already rolled it up. It's like Wawa sells it. I can be a fat slob and just eat what you eat every day.
No, bro.
I mean, be straight as hell,
Dude,
looking like man boobs. Look, I mean,
look at these.
One of us is benching.
Do you even have fucking?
One of us is benching.
Do you even have tape?
One of us is benching 335 and does 12 strict pull-ups without an issue. One of us does, and I weigh more.
And I look like I bench 315 and do 12.
You look like you ride a bike eating fucking ice cream cones. Is what you look like. That's exactly what you look like.
Right.
You should have been the most offended.
All right. We got to talk about something before we bring everybody on. Bro. I gotta tell you for advice, right? When your boy does something and you're like, man, I should probably tell him not to do that. All right.
We got everybody in the lobby.
Yeah, we'll bring him on. Fuck it. Hold on. I just want to address this. And then we got to bring it on. Almost there. We got to talk about this.
Okay, let's talk.
Those divorced dad Facebook posts like cross me and I will end you.
There's a little bit more that goes into this.
What goes into it? Do you have people out there attacking your family?
Yeah, I have a wife that's in a bullshit IA that's coming.
But you look like you're training for someone to physically hurt.
Well, that's possible. Do you think that they wouldn't try?
I mean, I would hope not, but you definitely.
Well, I'm running.
You definitely let them know that you are not someone to fuck with on Facebook.
Well, you got to remember where I'm at. I'm being attacked for going after Wayne Ivey. I'm being attacked. My wife is being attacked. There's been threats like, "Hey, man, you're on a list."
But
like at the sheriff's office.
Do you think people see this and go, "Damn, you know what? I was gonna fuck with Mike, but now."
No, I think that's like that's a warning that like. Okay, I mean,
dude. You know what you need? You need. Look at me. You need a picture of you going like this.
No, that's not a picture I planned on taking or haven't seen. That happened to be sent to me. There's a video actually, so it's like
Where's the video? You're running slow. Sure, weren't you?
No, I'm faster than you in the middle of the day with a hoodie on.
I chose the fucking still image.
No, I got the video. I have no problem showing the video.
Let's show the video.
All right, I got video of me doing some pull-ups too. We're gonna show things. Let's show it all.
We can take down your divorced angry dad.
No, I think that's a little.
You cross me.
That's a little.
And you.
It's a little heated, but I want people to know that, like, I have nothing to lose anymore because I'm not a cop. I have nothing. There's no filter. I know all their secrets. All their
now they
bullshit.
know they can just run you over in the road and then you're dead.
No, they already knew that. They know where I live. Only one showed up at my house once.
If you hit me with your car, I will damage your car before I fall to the ground.
Bring somebody else in. I'll get it all queued up.
All right, let's bring in. Is Jake in here? He was, and now he's black again. What? Please tell me you can hear me.
I can hear you, but the video is frozen. But I can hear you just fine.
The Tyler's not moving. That's too much energy.
All right, but can you hear us in real time?
But is my video? I can hear you in real time. Yes. Is my video coming through?
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure.
All right. Well, first off, cheers to the fallen.
Yeah.
And I think we might have like a 4 or 5 second delay. I think StreamYard is just being a cunt today.
Well, you're the one in Ukraine, bro.
Anyway,
Lewis is
Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, yep, there it goes.
Oh.
You're good, Lewis. You can bounce. Lewis also has to leave at 2:30 today.
Remove Wyatt. You got to put it. There you go. Perfect.
Dude, I can't. We've got multiple Jakes, multiple Wyatts. Oh, they're all black. There's Jake. There's Wyatt. Okay. You can go, Lewis. All right, Wyatt, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Mike, I sent you a photo just now. I'm going to reference that in a moment. That'll need to be up on screen for Tyler. But last week, Jake the Roughneck, he was bringing attention to the anti-armor Africans that the Russians are implementing.
Yeah.
It was a rather funny clip. I do want to say that, yes, we are aware of this. You might not know it, but the Kherson region of Ukraine is famous for its watermelons. Before the war, the best watermelons in the world came from Kherson. So we're well aware of that threat. And as he said, we have developed a low-cost, low-tech countermeasure to that, the photo that I sent Mike. Just throw that up on screen whenever you'd like.
Delay.
You're good.
All good.
It's on the screen. You can talk about it.
Yeah, nice, simple solution there. It's, like I said, a low-cost, low-tech countermeasure to help rein in that particular threat. We're trying to get the Ministry of Agriculture to start planting cotton on the friendly side of the minefields, but they're not convinced that'll work. They don't know. They don't know these people like us Americans do.
All right, see you guys.
I wish that was on camera. I wish that was on camera.
You can't close it, Lewis. Just leave it. Yep, you're good.
You're good.
There you go.
I can't.
The delay is. Hey, can you hear me, Wyatt?
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So real quick, we have a massive delay, which is probably going to cause a little bit of an issue. But I wanted you to sell me on Ukraine and Russia bad, Putin bad, Ukraine good. And I want you to take your time to sell me like I was born yesterday, or I traveled in time and I came back to this time in 2026. Sell me on why Ukraine is good and Russia bad.
I will do no such thing. When I first agreed to come on, Jimmy was my handler, and I made it very clear that at no point will I come on to profit or propagandize. And obviously, I'm not unbiased. I just will simply do my best to provide accurate information, but I will never tell you how to feel or what you should think, or you must agree with me, or you must disagree with the other people. I'm not a Democrat, a communist, or a BLM black guy. That's not who I am. It's up for everyone to make their own decisions. I know that not everyone is going to agree, and that's cool. I don't care. I'll simply provide whatever information I can. But your moral decision on who you agree with, that's purely up to you. I'll never tell you otherwise.
What if Russia doubled the payments to you? Are you a straight mercenary? Will you do it for the money, or are you doing it for some kind of principle?
I came here without the principle mostly. Okay. But no, now that I've actually been out into the East and actually seen what they've done, when I first got here, it's common to call the Russians orcs. And I would see like patches like orc hunter, kill the orcs, death to orcs. And I thought that was really fucking gay. That's Harry Potter's Star Wars bullshit.
No,
but now that I've gone East, I can confirm they are absolute.
It's not Star Wars, it's Lord of the Rings. Continue.
Yeah, sure thing, nerd. But now that I've been East, they are absolute. I can confirm that they're orcs. I don't. You were, I think you were Iraq, not Afghanistan. Did you ever find a mass grave? I found 2 of them. I've actually pulled these people out of villages, crying, screaming, thanking us. I found fucking people killed in their homes, in their beds, chopped up, raped. Just go on Snapchat. You can just see the fucking Chechens Snapchatting live. The mass killings of Mariupol. The grave is visible from space. You know how many gas attacks we've had? So many they don't even make the fucking news anymore. So like I said, I'm not unbiased. But I also don't expect anyone to agree with me. It's not my place. It's not what I do.
Okay. I really appreciate your honesty.
It came to us.
Yeah. I just, I'm not going to deny the fact that war is hell, but it is war. And there's war going on both sides. So I just wondered, outside of the graphic details and the stories. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, because those are, I forgot the term for it. Emotional, not emotional bias. It's appeal to emotion. That's it. And I try to avoid that. I do try to avoid those, but at the same time, they are within me. They are a factor. But as far as like the grand scheme, earlier you mentioned Putin banning Satanism. That's not for the betterment of his people. That's for more control. He's struggling right now. Moscow has basically lost all internet, so people can't talk shit about him. You brought up Ukraine being pro LGBTQIAPP BBQ plus. Actually, that one you're wrong about. That is not a popular public position. That's being kind of forced onto the Ukraine government by the EU and by the United States. But I think among the populace, they
don't do that, but they are being forced to have this shit shoved down their throat like the Ukrainian government is doing to their people.
Yes, it's very similar. Like even more so here, and I'm just going to call it what it is. Chomo shit. The rainbow flag, it all comes down to fucking kids. That's all they want. Last year, there was supposed to be the big annual gay pride parade in Kiev. The news reported that there were 2,000 participants. I called up a friend who was there. He said, no, man, it was 200 of them. 500 counter protesters ready to beat the shit out of them, and the rest were cops. There was a whole fucking regiment of police to protect those 200 child fuckers from getting murdered by the 500 people who showed up to murder them. So that one, it's not a popular position, but it's being forced on the government.
It's all the Jews.
Yeah.
All right. Hey,
and if you
Wyatt,
want, I will look up a good 5 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, the delay is almost too hard to work with. So I'm gonna let you wrap it up, and then we'll try again next week or sometime this week with a better signal.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. I asked if I should bring my Starlink on this deployment, and I was told, no, I'm close enough to the city. I won't need it. I should have fucking brought it. But since you brought up the Jews, I will go ahead and, for the patrons, come on, folks. Or no, for the app members, I'll do a rant about the Israeli government and the tumultuous relationship we have with them. They're fucking scumbags.
All right. Wyatt, thanks for joining. Pour one out for the brothers that didn't make it home. We'll see you soon.
I don't normally do the memorial thing, but he was a Florida native. So Edward Wilton III killed April of 23 in Kuzamifka. Cheers, cunt. Stay dangerous and don't pay taxes.
Later, bud. All right. Let's Jake.
Yes, sir.
All right. You sound way better.
Yeah, I think I fixed it. Man, sometimes I'll put the phone up on the dash, and I think it gets too hot. I think that might be what causes it. So.
All right. So we left off with popsicles. I was asking your opinion about grown men eating ice cream cones when they have to go like this. Now, that is not a gay motion. Licking something like this could also be a very manly thing because we all know men, we make sure our women get off first. So therefore, that is actually a manly motion.
That's the biggest stretch in history of licking ice cream cone propaganda.
It's actually manly.
What are you holding when you're doing that from right in front of your mouth?
I'm not sure if that's true, man. I don't think I've ever given a woman an orgasm ever. I'm certain that a few have faked them, but
you gave him the gift
I
of love.
don't worry too much about that.
Well, so we left off with popsicles. What else we got?
Cats. Should know cats.
Yes! Men with fucking cats. Gay. Gay. Yay. My oldest son has a cat, but he has a girlfriend who wanted the cat more, so that's fine.
Oh. No,
That's okay.
We're giving passes now.
If you have a chick, hey, man, you're being manly. You're giving your woman what she wants. But if you go to a single guy's house that owns a fucking cat, hey, this is my cat fucking wrinkled. What are you going to do?
I'm pretty sure some people close to has cat. Nick has a cat.
Yeah, he's fucking, dude, that guy, yeah.
I just think as a grown man, there's only one pussy you should worry about, but not too much. Because that's gay too. So, owning cats. The other one is so let me preface this. You shouldn't watch porno because it's like Jewish mind control. But if you do, I think that lesbian porno is not something a man should indulge in. Like lesbian only. I think that's gay. If there's not at least one dick in it, I think it's a gay porno.
Okay, a lot of people would debate you and say watching another man's penis on film is gay.
Yeah, but in the case of lesbians, you're watching gay
You're
in
literally
action.
watching
You're
gay.
watching gay in action.
Gay. You're just.
See, Mike's getting it. He's picking up what I'm putting down.
Well, I'm not gay. I sit next to the guy who licks ice cream.
Dude, I'm just saying. First off, we all porn will rot your mind. Porn. I'd rather dudes be like K9 and go out there and actually fucking get after it than wasting their mental space in watching porn, I would rather dudes go out there and actually have sex than watch porn. But
Sure. And you
we're
shouldn't
talking
watch
about-
porn, but if you're gonna do it, don't watch lesbian porn because that's gay.
That you are literally watching gayness.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
What else?
Big one would be and Mike might have a picture of this somewhere that might illustrate the point. But man, if you drive a truck or really any car, but mainly a truck, driving a Ford or a Chevy is gay.
Okay.
I think that Datsun pickup trucks, the precursor to Nissan, is the only straight truck that's acceptable for a man to drive.
And you say this why?
Well, dude, I mean, there's most of them don't have power steering. They don't have power windows. They don't have power locks. The body style is iconic, and it's a superior vehicle to anything made by Ford or Chevy. I think if you have to drive an American truck, a Dodge might be the way to go, but you shouldn't do that. You should drive a Datsun.
So, and it does. It forces you, if you don't have power steering, you got to have massive arms to get that thing under control. And to drive excessively with a truck without massive steering means that you have massive upper body strength and you're a man.
Yeah, and dude, I don't think NASCARs have power steering. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, look at that guy. You might not be able to see it, Jake, because you're on your phone, but we're looking at this cowboy on an oil. I mean, that kind of looks like it would be you.
That actually is me in my Datsun in the Permian Basin.
So this is like what we're looking at what you're sitting in right now. You're sitting in that Datsun as you stream right here to us live.
No, dude, I'm in a gay company truck. But that was like 6 hours. That was 6 hours ago.
That was you 6 hours ago when you in your Datsun.
When you were hot loading or hot shotting.
Hot loading.
What do you think of the squatted truck thing?
No. So you actually number one, if you're not driving a Datsun, you might still be able to call yourself a man, but probably not. But if you modify your truck aftermarket, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, that's gayer than cum on a mustache.
You talk, I'm talking about these kids that drive with the back end lowered as if they want to take it in the back end, like the lowered. That's pretty gay, right?
Yeah, we call those fuckboy trucks. Don't
even
be
a
fuckboy.
Datsun in that setup is gay.
Yeah, you can gay up a Datsun. Dude, you can gay up anything, but just you shouldn't.
You can gay up anything, but you shouldn't.
I mean, I have a lifted. I put 6 inches of lift and 35-inch tires on my Dodge Ram. Is that pretty gay?
Super gay.
I mean, it's a Dodge, dude.
Eat ice cream in it.
I don't know. I guess you ask the chat, see what they think.
We got two super chats directed towards Jake. We got one that says, "Okay, he got me. I'll fight him," from Cody, and then we got one. We got one from Tristan that says Jake is gay.
Okay. Well, to Tristan, I mean, dude, you rollerblade, so
he rollerblades, man. I mean, rollerblading is about as gay as it gets.
And Cody, I've seen those really homoerotic posts that he makes on Instagram. If he wants, if that's a serious invite, we can get a couple bottles of baby oil and we'll do a Texas tickle fight.
Yeah. To figure out who's not gay. Winner is not gay.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet you he's never had his oil checked.
Every time I fucking see Tristan, I think of that fucking gay guy on Reno 911. New boot goofing, fucking with his rollerblades.
No, you got it mixed up. That's Terry rolling around.
Terry, yeah, giving off free hand jobs.
Working the glory holes. That's Tristan. But yeah, I mean, if Cody wants to have a Texas Tickle fight, tell him, let me know. I know he's stuck up there in Canada.
Well, I mean, Pride says Toyota is gay. And here's the thing, and we talked about this briefly offline, is that if you're going to be a man, right, you're supposed to financially provide for your family. And a Toyota is a good financial purchase. It'll last you 300,000 miles. It might last you double.
And it holds value.
Holds value. You are actually doing your family a disservice by purchasing a Ford or Chevy. You're not financially taking care of your family, therefore, AKA, it is not manly to be purchasing anything else other than Toyota. And I'd love for someone to prove me wrong. You drive a Chevy, you drive a Ford, you might be gay. Just by what we have.
And they won't be able to prove you wrong. I mean, dude, I've been looking for a used Corolla. But like one of the old ones with a hatchback. Because it just makes good sense. And hadn't been able to find one. You can't buy the damn things. People keep them.
You can't. You know who bought a fucking used Toyota just recently? Fucking Gator. He's a man.
Yeah.
He realized that big old truck that's causing me a bunch of problems. I got a family to take care of. I'm gonna get myself a little tiny little fucking what do they call Toyota? The small SUVs there. RAV4.
Yeah. That's very manly.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, RAV4. Get out of here. That's fun. Dude, you don't get any manlier than a RAV4.
I know. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that it's just. I think we've been lied to. We've been groomed as men to think that Ford and Chevy are manly, but it's actually a Toyota RAV4 that is actually the most manly truck.
And then the only thing more is if you get that fucking Highlander, dude. That Highlander SUV. Oh, that's like the king. That's like the king of the mountain.
Yeah,
you might have. I mean, yeah, you're right. You might as well just start doing CrossFit.
Yeah, because you're that gay.
You pull up in a Highlander. I don't know, man.
And I know we're running out of time, but I did want to squeeze this in. I mean, like, as far as stuff that grown men shouldn't do, like if you really want to prove you're gay, go to the comment section and act like a little bitch.
That is proof enough that you might be gay.
Yep. All right, Jake, we appreciate it, man. Thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you on the fly, adjusting your tech issues, and we appreciate the picture of you next to your Datsun truck, man. That was good stuff.
Anytime, I'll keep them coming.
All right.
Later, bud.
I got one more before we go. This is Sergeant Kimberly Agar. Date of death was 10/3 of 2011. She deployed to Iraq with the 104th Transport out of Fort Benning, Georgia. She enlisted in 2006. Her vehicle was hit with an IED in October of 2007. And again, 3 months later, unfortunately, she had a TBI and actually ultimately succumbed to suicide. So as we talked about, those injuries and those things that happened to these people led to them to do things they probably wouldn't have done. Yeah. So again, Sergeant Kimberly Agar, date of death, 10/3 of 2011. That's it.
That's it, man. That was a hell of a Memorial Day show, dude.
Yeah, I'm soaked still. We got
my balls are wet. Happy dad everywhere.
We got everything. American as it gets. Producer left mid-show after forgetting to start the audio at the beginning of the show.
Lewis is on the chopping block.
We're looking for a producer. Not admitted he's mentally ill today.
No, he's mentally retarded.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, it's been a hell of a day.
How do you end the show?
I can do it. The good news is tomorrow we'll be on 1 p.m. as always. First hour is regular. No, we're switching it.
We got rid of Patreon.
We got rid of Patreon. So tomorrow you get 2 full hours of this shit.
Well, the cool thing is that we can end it at any time we want. If it's super fucking boring, we have tons of shit we didn't get to today. We didn't get to Friday. So it's kind of stockpiling. So we have content forever. But yeah, me and Mike are gonna get it together. Probably just do Patreon some night where we're both sitting there fucking bored, not doing anything. We'll just jump on.
We got to get in the app as well. So yeah, we'll keep Patreon alive and well. I'll make more posts threatening everybody who wants to harm me and
doing pull-ups.
The more you I got to pull a video.
You think you can harm me when I do 12 pull-ups?
12. I want to see how many Tyler could do. Let's get Tyler on the pull-up bar.
Are you keeping?
No. Before we end the show, let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, that's a damn thing. You asshole. Hold on. Fucking asshole, dude. I don't know if I moved. Hold on. Hold on. Fucking asshole, dude.
I will end you and your bloodline.
Here we go. Am I kipping? I'm not CrossFit because CrossFit's gay. I can't see anymore. Oh, that's her.
No, I got 2 of them down here. You're loading it.
I can't see it. All right, hold on. My eyes. There we go. All the way down, all the way up, all the way down, all the way up. No kipping. Look at that, man. Easy work, man. Easy work. 12. Like that.
That didn't count.
Okay,
So we'll say 11.
11. Just like that. Cold.
What
no
a
swinging.
Hey, have you ever went to the Marine Corps recruiters and just been like, hey, man, can I try this? Like, go to an event.
Yeah, they got the
and
bar.
Then put it up there and just fucking kill it and be like,
fuck.
All right, bye.
Yeah. I'm too old to join anyway, but
All right,
couldn't
guys.
find the app when I looked it up. You can't look it up. You got to go to the website.
Antihero app.
Hold on. We got some for that. You got to go. No, right here. Join the community, the anti-hero community. That looks like anti-herd.
It is. That's definitely a D.
Good job, Jay.
Anti-herd.
Anti-herd. That's why we don't like fat chicks. So, come to the anti-herd. No, no herd available.
Is my wife still listening? I have to ask permission if I can say something. If not, I can't.
No, I'll say it. Go to www.theantiheroapp.com. Not the anti-herd. We are the anti-herd broadcast, though. We do not prefer hogs and all that stuff. So
Well,
don't say it. Don't do it.
one of the if we owned a farm
Yep.
together,
Me and you? Okay.
and I was like, Mike, one of them hogs.
Whoa. What them hogs?
One of them hogs.
What about the hog?
She's pregnant.
No, I'm not doing this. We will see you tomorrow live at 1 p.m. on the Anti-Hero Broadcast YouTube. Until then, no hogs. Anti-hero.
JV team for life.